Welcome and good morning to Mike Ferry TV. Excuse the casualness of my attire today. The next several episodes, I have a little cast in my hand. I got a little minor wrist injury, so I can't get all dressed up to be presentable to you. So excuse my unprofessional approach to what we want to say is some very professional and important messages for you. Just on a sidelight, in the next week or so, we'll be in Europe. We're doing our very first Superstar Retreat Europe in Rome, Italy. And it's quite an exciting event for us because I think, as I've mentioned in the past, we are now doing the same thing we do in the U.S. and Canada in all of Europe. We're operating in Spain. We're operating in Spain and France and Italy and England and Belgium. We're going into Germany, hopefully into Russia after we meet with them next week in Europe. So it's kind of an exciting time for us, and I hope exciting for you. Now, critical thought for us all. I had a conversation about a week ago with one of the very, very top producers. And this particular person was just in a little bit of a frenzy because the first quarter of this year had not gone as well as she had anticipated. And in talking on the phone, now I have to tell you guys and gals something. People ask me all the time, Mike, what do you do all day? Well, I wish I could sit on the beach, play with my grandchildren, and play golf, but those are things that I get to do a little bit. What I do all day is answer phone calls from our customers. I probably receive 100 phone calls a day. Return emails. I probably receive 250 emails a day. Communicate with our great coaching team because I talk to the coaches all the time. Communicate with the office all day. So I probably put in a normal, 12, 13-hour day. I just wish most real estate people would have some intention of that kind of a day also. The reason I say that to you is because yesterday, or it's actually 2 days ago now, in a very extensive and very intense conversation with this particular lady, she had said, I'm a little concerned because her goal, I think, is to do 105 transactions for 2014, and she felt she was behind during the first quarter. Now, let's get something real clear. If you truly are a professional real estate person, on January 1st, you erase the board 100%. You don't take what you did last year and carry it to this year. You start fresh, start new goals, new objectives, new plans. Now, yes, you probably have a few listings that carry over. Hopefully you have a few escrows or pendings carrying over. That's great. But you don't count those as new business. So basically, on January 1st, the best agents in real estate, the newest agents in real estate, and the worst agents in real estate all start at zero. Because you're going to start tracking your numbers for your prospecting and your appointments and your listings taken and your listings sold and your buyer-controlled sales and your closings and your income effective, that which you do January 1st forward. Well, you know and I know that most people, when they start January 1st at zero, it takes 30, 45, 60 days to get everything going for the listings taken, listings sold, etc. So she was in a panic. I understood. So here's what I asked her. What are you doing about the panic? Listen to what she said. I'm prospecting frantically more and more every single day. I said, stop. She goes, what? I said, did you hear what you just said? She goes, well, yeah, I told you I'm prospecting frantically more and more each day. I said, stop. Did you hear the words you used? She goes, what do you mean? I said, you actually said to me twice, I'm prospecting frantically more and more each day. Now, the MO on Mike Ferry has been for no more than 40 years. Mike Ferry just wants you to cold call 8 hours a day. Well, the truth is I've never, ever, are you clear yet? Ever stated that that's what you should do. I've always said there's a wonderful variety of great prospecting techniques that you can use. We talk about them all the time. If you watch Mike Ferry TV, you've heard me talk about it. If you go to our retreats, our seminars, our workshops, we talk about them all the time because prospecting is the core basic foundation of a sales business. Yes, we know that real estate very rarely is treated as a sales business. In fact, most people in real estate don't even know they're in a sales business. You have at least a hint of that, hopefully a great idea of that being part of Mike Ferry TV. So we know that prospecting is critical. But I said, frantically prospecting more and more each day. So I said to her, what is your greatest strength as a salesperson? She said, my energy, my enthusiasm, my discipline. But right now it's not working. I said, did you hear the words you just said? She goes, what do you mean? I said, you're saying it's not working. I said, so here's what I'm going to say to you. For any of you that are not as far along toward the goals you've set for 2014 as you'd like to be, here's advice number one. Calm down. You started at 0 in January. If your goal is to do 20 deals or 40 deals or 80 deals, you have to get the numbers and the time working in your favor. It doesn't happen in 30, 60 days. Calm down. She goes, okay, I'm calmed down. I said, no, you're not, because you're still yelling at me. Calm down. I said, now, here's what I want to say to you today. And I made this very clear to her. When you're involved in prospecting and lead generation, there's two words that affect the productivity of the time you invest in building a real good real estate sales business. And the two words are quality and quantity. Quality and quantity. Meaning, and I said to her very carefully, you have a challenge, because I've talked to your coach, that you don't understand the word quality. She goes, well, what do you mean? I said, well, first of all, you don't understand the word calm because of your response to me. I said, calm down. Watch, take a deep breath. None of us are going to do 100% of what we said we're going to do the day we say we're going to do it. That's called human nature. Calm down, relax. If you're not achieving the goals you've set so far, relax. It's going to come to you if you keep working at it all the time using quality and quantity. So I said to her, the MO on you, ma'am, is that you don't like to talk to your database, your past client centers of influence. She goes, I don't talk to them at all. I said, well, there goes the highest quality contact you can make out the window. So in return for not contacting your database, you revert to quantity. And your quantity, because you told me, is making cold calls with an automatic dialing system and 2 headsets on and frantically running and jumping and yelling and screaming. And I said, now, is that really going to work for you? I said, it doesn't work, does it? She goes, no. I said, okay, let's take a different approach. Each of us that are viewing this message today understand the words quality and quantity. What quality? Having something you're doing that really is good for you, for them. Having something that you're involved in that has great value. Quality. Quantity, doing a bunch of it. Okay, doing a bunch, lots and lots and lots. For many, many years, I did 200 to 225 seminars a year all over North America. Boy, I was highly involved in quantity. I have to tell you, I'm not sure that the quality was always as good because I was exhausted most of the time. Today, I can hopefully deliver better quality because I'm in a little more relaxed mode here in a studio. I can talk to you about the things that I think are important for us to learn. And the quality of the message hopefully is better. So watch this. I said, do for sale by owners honestly need a real estate agent? She said, yes. Do you contact them? No, everybody else does. I said, wait a minute. Are you a good agent? She said, yes. Do you provide good service? She goes, yes. Is there somebody better to contact a for sale by owner than you? Well, probably not. I said, well, there's a good quality contact. What if every one of us today, what if every one of us contacted 2 or 3 for sale by owners per day? Whether it be at the door or on the phone, we don't care. And you had a good script, we have it for you. You practiced and role played, which we recommend you do. You're calm in your presentation of the questions you're asking. Would you probably, over the course of a week, doing that 3 or 4 times a day, get a couple of appointments? And the answer is yes. Good quality. And then I said to her, let's start talking to your database. I said, you've got how many people in your database? She said 400. And I said, if you have to talk to all 400 4 times a year, that's 1,600 contacts. And I said, you work 200 days a year, is that's what you told me. So you have to talk to 8 a day, good quality contacts. Hi, Drew. Hi, Mary. Hi, Bob. Hi, Stephen. This is Mike. I wanted to talk to you about what's going on in the area with real estate. Have you paid attention to the values that are changing, the market's recovering? A good quality conversation. I said, think about that. I said, if you talk to 8 of your database and 3 by owners, I said, let me ask you a question. Do listings in your area expire? She goes, all the time. Do you talk to them? No, because they're angry, they're hostile. I said, wait a minute. These people really need a quality agent like you. So if you talk to 3 by owners and 3 expireds and 8 of your database, it's 14 quality contacts a day. Don't you think that's a lot better than frantically contacting 30 or 40 just automatic dials out of the phone directory? Don't you think that's a lot better than just, doing rotation dialing 230-1234, 230-1235, 230-1236, 230-1237. I said, think about it. Well, as we finished the conversation, she said, hey, I really appreciate this, Mike. I got to get back on the phones. I said, did you hear anything I just said? Because we talked for 35, 40 minutes. Folks, here's the message for this week. You may not be as good a salesperson as you'd like to be. But I wouldn't believe for a minute that you're not watching Mike Ferry TV unless you had the intention of becoming better. If the intention is to become better, then you have to listen to the message. If you're going to listen to the message, what's the point of putting it in here if you're not going to do something with it out there? So the truth is, you have to make a decision today. A, are you involved in lead generation? B, if you're not, why not? C, are you behind in the goals you've set? Probably. Is that okay? It's okay. We have a whole year to get back into the business the way we want. But here's the catch. Are you behaving frantically because you're behind? And if you're frantic, are you getting the results you want? And the answer is almost always no. So let's relax. Let's calm down. Let's think about the fact that we can make good quality contacts. Watch. You've got yourself, you've got a broker, you've got a company behind you, you've got good scripts to use, you've got good leadership right here telling you, helping you, assisting you. There's no reason to be frantic if you're behind in your goals. Quality is better than quantity, but then for some of you, because you already have great quality, add a little quantity, it really gets good. I'll look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks for today.